Thank you. What a good egg. What a good egg. Thank you, Gerry. Fifi. Fifi. Morning, Lifelike. Morning, Ravane. Fifi has found the big bag of food that arrived yesterday. I think she's planning a way in. Fifi. Fifi. Morning, Nico. Morning, Saffron. Good morning, Tom and Joe. Fifi. Do you need your breakfast? Do I need to distract you? Morning, Molly. Morning, Dave. Gerry's giving kisses. Oh, I see. You've come to join the Please Can I Have Breakfast party. I know what's in here, yeah. If this was like a spy film, she'd be getting out one of those little laser cutters and making a little snout-sized hole in the bag. It's probably got a hole in the back right now and it's just slowly spilling out, and I look over and be like, the bag's half empty. How's she done this? Look at her. She's in a trouble mood. I can see those little ears. What are you doing? Morning, Carl. Morning, Vamp. Good morning, Charlie. She's innocent. Good morning, Polly. Morning, Emma. Emma, I get confused because sometimes there's there's someone who works at the office called Emma Park, who I follow on Twitter, and every now and then when I see their tweets, I'll be like, it's like the two of you merge for a second in my mind, and I'm like, hang on a minute, and then I'm like, oh no. It gets me every time. And I'll go to say something to you and be like, oh, I saw you got that. And I'm like, no, that was the other one. It does me a confusion. Who needs laser cutter when you have bunny style chompers? This is true. Morning, Shadow. Morning, Rob. Morning, Poom Poom. Good morning, Bubble. Fifi doesn't strike me as a sneaky, stealthy type. She's more the charge in and cause as much havoc as you can. This is true. She does sort of the... I mean, sometimes she can be very sneaky, but a lot of the time, you're right. She does do the Labrador approach. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Hannah. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Maxwell. Lim. Gerry, your cheeks look very big this morning. Very munchy cheeks. Morning, Cosmic. Hello. That's my secret. I am the distraction. Whereas Gerry will be very sneaky, but it's not because he's trying to be sneaky. It's just because he's so quiet. So the number of times that I will think that Gerry's just disappeared, and I'll be looking, you'll be looking straight at him. He just seems to be able to like blend into spaces. He would be a very good spy. I tried to say spaces and places at the same time and it came out as splaces. Morning, Potato. I am getting a good limbing. Lim. There's a girl in my hometown a year older than me with my exact full name. I used to get invited to her doctor's appointments. I have a cat on my lap between me and the keyboard, so typing on mobile this morning. Aww. They are both munching me. Morning, Stevens. Oh, she's just done binky head. You got the binkies. It's going to space. Final space. I've had at least 2 workplaces now where I've had emails for the wrong Bryony. Because there's a Bryony who works in the office at the moment. And oh, thank you. Oh, do you like this pillow? It's available now at It does look like very purposeful placement. But the final flaunt. But I got an email maybe it was at the beginning of this year when the new briny started in the office, just saying, here are those statistics you asked for. And I was like, I must have asked for these, because why else would they be sending them to me? And I just immediately thought like, oh, okay, thank you. And then I was like, hang on a minute. Did you mean the other brownie? And they're like, oh yeah, sorry. Hello. You've only just, oh yeah, Cosmic, yeah. Basically we realised, I mean, I got a lovely shot of Alex's trousers at the moment, but basically we realised the radiator was just being blocked completely by the sofa. So, morning Mookie. Come on, let's get you both your breakfast, because I realise now Fifi's not going to stop trying to get into, oh, Gerry, you were standing. You're not going to stop trying to get in until you've had your breakfast, are you? And maybe even a little bit after then as well. Statistics, bunnies petted this year. Have I petted any bunnies that aren't you two this year? I mean, in previous years I would have, because being at the vet. But would I have seen any other bunnies? Oh, of course, Pink. I guess I would have petted Pink. Morning, Hanny. Need to go and pet Lollip's bunnies. Oh, they are cuties. They are very cuties. My surname is one of a very common surname, but still sounds the exact same. We also had someone in my old workplace with the same name who would get some of my emails. It was when a Nick XYZ and a Nick XYZ joined, that the Nick XYZ got a bit annoyed at that BR email sorter. Ah. I once got sent a bunch of exam information. Do you know, I had that at the vet. There was someone who worked in HR called Bryony. And I once got sent like what was meant to be a very confidential email about someone's behaviour and whether they would have to like have a disciplinary and stuff. I just replied to it being like, I think you meant to send this to the other Bryony, and they were like, please delete this. I was like, okay. Your vet had an HR department. Yeah, vets need them. Very much so. Well, I mean, anything customer facing, you're gonna need an HR department, because it's obviously like a very sensitive, like people care a lot about their pets, and people, things do go wrong. That's the nature of the job. So there's a lot of times when, so the cats can file complaints. Yeah. But yeah, I was just sort of there like, ooh. I deleted, okay, but I've already read all of it. So I know everything. That wasn't even the first time they'd sent it to the wrong brownie either. But yeah, I think the name is just on that cusp of being just rare enough that you don't get many, but common enough that you can occasionally get two. And so I think people will just assume there's only one, and just the first one that comes up, they'll be like, yeah, that seems right. We have to reread the GDPR module 3 times a year, and yet customer service is still free and easy with sending customer addresses out to the wider business. Yeah. Oh, Do you know, I used to sort of both hate and like doing those because they were so boring, and the ones that we did, you couldn't skip at all. But at the same time, it was, like an hour sat down not having to clean up poo. So you'd save it for a time. You'd save it for a time when, you fancied quite a sit down, or it was really quiet and there was nothing to do, and you'd just be like, this is nice. Just be sat there doing something else, and then once a question ended, just be like, okay, click next, okay. I feel like Ryan is a pretty common surname, but I've never been to school or really met another one. Is there... I don't know if I know a Ryan surname. But yeah, like, you're right, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary if I did, sort of thing. Rare enough that if there's at least two, they assume it's one. Yeah, we just amalgamate. Ghostly, did you have a good birthday? How was your birthday? I hope it was good. Is breakfast taking longer than usual? I think I gave them more than I normally do, just because the bag is coming to the end. So I think I scooped out more when I was trying to avoid the dust. I got the test results of the other person in my year at school and cried because of how bad they were. Oh no! Oh geez. Well, I mean, in a way, that must have been a nice relief. When you got yours through. Always do your GDPR courses. I'm totally not involved in GDPR work and totally do not have a vested interest in encouraging people. Yeah, it was important for us because people would very often fall in love with a dog or cat, and then they'd be like, oh, I'm just going to see if the owner's on Facebook, and then maybe I can become friends with them, and then I get to see the dog more, and then you're like, no. Or we had certain things like, there were a couple of people, like famous people who, like, I think Noel Edmonds' cat was registered with us and stuff like that. Like, not completely, but I think he maybe like once or something. This was before my time, so that might have just been a rumor. But yeah, I think it's stuff like that people are like, oh, well, I can look him up on the system. He probably wasn't even. Was the cat's name Mr. Blobby? Mr. Blobby was registered with us. Would Mr. Blobby have to go to a doctor or to a vet? That's the question. What was my favourite part about working in the vet? The animals, of course, Rob. Any day when you would get asked the question like, oh, this dog's a little bit nervous, can you just go in the cage with them and give them a cuddle? And you'd be like, yes, I can do this. This is what all my training has been building towards. It was fantastic. The crowd at the bar I went to for karaoke sang happy birthday to me. Oh, that's lovely. That is lovely. Yeah, we had big walk-in cages. So I guess they weren't really cages. They were just like they were probably about the size in length and width of the table, but obviously they were about 7 foot tall, maybe. So yeah, you would just go in, cuddle up with the doggo. Though we still had some dogs that escaped from them. Typically, Austrian. Wait. Oh, the Austrian Shepherds. For some reason, whenever we had Austrian Shepherds in, they seemed to try and get out of those. They would just try and leap. And I think some did occasionally make it. They're little pickles, those dogs, or big pickles. You're about to mix up Austria and Australia again. No, I was trying to think what they're called, because it's basically like they're very similar. They're very similar to German Shepherds in body shape, but they tend to be like all one colour. They have like block fur colour, but they're very lovely. Just pickles. We never had any Australian dogs in when I was there, I don't think. But they're beautiful. Those, what are they called? Those like brindle, like Australian sheep dogs, are they called? They're the really, really lovely ones. Hello. AEW last night, there's a point where there are distressing scenes with someone injured. Everyone is okay and recovering now. Okay. That sounds about right. Our pup could get on my desk. I'm not surprised those shepherd dogs can jump 7 foot. Yeah. They would just, like, you'd be stood in the room, and then all of a sudden you'd just see, like, a head appear over the side of the cage, and you'd be like, excuse me? Can you not? I wonder if Gerry wants me to put his little carpet square back. I can chuck the cushion down if he is trying to get through. But yeah, I got a scare this morning because Kirsty and I are doing a stream on the main channel tomorrow, but they accidentally sent us a message saying, like, this is the information for your stream later today. And I was just like, wait, what? Am I meant to be in the office right now? Oh, no. But thankfully, it had just been a mix-up. Because I was like, do you mean tomorrow? And they were like, oh, yeah. Yep, that's the one. I was like, okay. Thank you. But yeah. It was meant for the other brownie. Oh, okay, that's fine then. That's fine. I can just see Gerry snaffling. Gerry, don't fall over. What are you doing in there, boy? I didn't know what day it was and I got up. Forgot to put the bins out yesterday. Oh no. He likes this little nook. Don't ya? For a second I thought you said I can just see Gerry's nipples. No, I've never seen those. You gonna walk across the floor? You gonna be a brave boy? I mean, he already did that this morning. Every morning, before I get a chance to put the blanket out, he runs across here and he goes round onto the carpet. But then when I say, okay, you can come back, he's like, no, I couldn't possibly cross the slippy floor. Gerry, 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 Gerry. I've put the cushion down for you if you want. He can hear it, but he's not looking. Good morning, Coconut. How you doing? Can I poke him with it? Oh, there you go. He's seen. There you go. You can come this way if you want. So excited. If he does forget it, he's scared of the slippy floor sometimes. It's like sometimes if you like shake the treat jar, he'll forget that he's scared of the slippy floor and he'll just run across it. And you're just like, oh, you can do it. You just think you can. I think he psychs himself out. As soon as he puts like his little hands down and they start slipping, he's like, no, I couldn't possibly. See, this is the sort of thing that I thought he would like his banana bed for, because he does like little corners like this. So I thought if I get him the banana bed, he'll just always have like a little cozy place. But no, I guess it's not the right sort of cozy place. It has to be an uncomfortable cozy place. Gerry is like me when it's icy out. Oh my gosh, I get so scared. I get so scared when it's like slippery, icy. You become like Bambi trying to walk across it. Wants to be carried along the floor on his cushion throne like a king. I should get one of those little, oh, what are they called? Is it a palanquin? Are those the little, like carriage things that you have people carry you in? Morning, Ruth. How are you doing? Oh, I think I have a bunny hair in my mouth. I do. Yeah, I should get one of those. I do not think he would like it. The other day I tried sliding him across the floor on the little mat because it was too far for him to jump, so I slid it and he was like, no. Out of breath, shopping turned up and was running around putting it away quickly. Oh, bless you, fam. Make sure you have a nice sit down. Treat yourself to a cup of tea. I'm worried about walking two dogs when it gets icy. It was hard enough with one. Oh, true. True. How is the puppy getting along with sort of walking and that sort of stuff? Where you get the peasants? I will be the peasant. I will be Gerry's peasant. Carry him around. I have a headache again. Oh my gosh, I feel you there, Molly. That's like... So I've taken the tablets for over a month now. And for like the first 2 weeks, it was a bit hit and miss. Then the third week, it started getting better. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm finally going to be headache free. And then the fourth week, it was like, only joking. Here they are again. And I was like, why would you do this? But the problem is, a side effect of taking the tablets is having headaches. And a side effect of stopping taking the tablets is headaches. And I'm just like, am I just consigned to headaches now? Is this what happens? So yeah, I hope yours clear up quickly. I will try and send you headache-free vibes. Has anyone here referred to boots as clodhoppers? I have not heard that before. I don't think. I once slipped on a really buffed tile floor when the house alarm was going off. It was so painful. No. Morning, Ted. God the moron. The puppy pulls a lot, so she ends up pulling me and Lucy. Oh no. Maybe when it's icy, you should just get yourself a sled and be pulled along by them both. You could be like Radagast, but instead of hares. Is his hares or rabbits? Instead of some sort of Lego morph, you'd be pulled along by Are yours cockapoos? Little cockapoos? I've tried to get Kim to make a sled or some sort of cart for her Ted. Because Ted, he goes out for like so many runs. I was just saying, well, it's a shame that we don't harness that energy. We could just get him like a little carriage and he could just pull us along and then we'd all get to go out and see the countryside that he sees. She refuses though, unfortunately. I remember walking to a bus stop down my road once and the Scottish man just goes, careful, it's a wee bit slippy. And I'm just holding onto a lamppost internally thinking, yep. Oh no. Oh no. My mum calls big heavy boots clod hoppers. Well, there you go. Today's the last day I need to take a pill for my wisdom tooth pain. Oh, is it doing better? Cockapoos with a sled. Put a cat in front of them, I'd be away. You could just have, like with the donkeys having the carrot on the string, you just have like a cuddly toy cat on a string. It's fine. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I am glad. Morning, Monkey. Why does he want to look up? Look at him. Oh, cockapoos are lovely. They're just, well, they're sort of like a wholesome chaos. Maybe a worm on a string. Put some cats on that sled. The carrot on a string thing would work with Charlie. Oh, him and his carrots and cheese. Hello, Gerry. What's that little mouth chewing? You're chewing things you shouldn't be. Yep. Oh, Gerry boy. I remember, so when my niece was in primary school, um, they like loads of the families had cockaboos. So outside that was a big stretch there, Gerry. Did you almost get it? Loads of the families had cockaboos, and then there was like one, like, oh, what were they? A Weimaraner. So you'd have all these like little cute tiny cockaboos all just sat there all happy waiting for their kids, and then there was just this Weimaraner sat amongst them just like buzzing with energy. Morning, Chris. Oblong, thank you very much for the follow. The little scritchy paw noises, yeah. It's like you can always hear them sneaking around behind the sofa because of that. Fifi. She thought otherwise. She's like, I'm not pushing past him. He jumped on me the last time I tried. In preparation for Dynamite, I was spending my day watching Dark and Dark Elevation. We're so behind on Dark. Still can't believe we got Willow as a rescue. I'd never seen that breed for... Yeah, it's like occasionally you do see the odd, like, sausage dog and stuff in rescues. Which is strange because you think of those being more like breeder dogs. Dark is free. Yeah, Dark's just put up on YouTube, isn't it? Or is it on channel 4 or ITV maybe? But yeah, it is. It is Fifi. It is. You get some really good ones on there as well. Morning, maidens. You get some of the like wrestlers you get on Dark are some of my favourite, and they just don't seem to have broken through onto the main roster yet. Morning, our stuff. What are you hearing? What are them ears up for? Boop. Fifi. Boop. Oh, there's someone in the back garden now. She can hear that. Look at those ears. She's got one listening to the road out the front, one listening to the garden out the back. I love watching their ears turn around. It's just fascinating just how I was going to say how ambidextrous they are, but that's not what I mean. Flexible? How much range they can cover. Sausage dogs can get expensive. Yeah, this is true. We've had like at the vet we always had very big whatchamacallit vet bills for them. Ambi, whatever ears are called in Greek. Hello. Morning, Jedi. Ambidextrous, yeah. That's what they are. Hello. His eye is looking a tiny bit better today, which is nice. Still need to get him checked up on, though. Because he is a baby. Need to make sure everything's okay with the boy. But yeah. Funniest when they're laying his flat and decide to give you... Yes. Oh my gosh. So the way that you know that that the bunnies know their names is when they're like half asleep, but you can tell they're listening out. But they have their ears back flat against their back, like Rach says. And you'll say like, Gerry, and one of his ears all go up. And then you'll be like, Fifi, and one of her ears goes up. And they're just like, what? Do you actually want anything? And then the ear just slowly goes back down like, Let me know when you have food. I wasn't actually calling you my boy. I was giving an example. He's okay, you're not doing anything wrong. Oh, bless him. A baby boy. He's thinking, do you want me? Look how golden brown Gerry looks. He is a very cutie boy. How can you tell if the eyes are okay? Well, at the moment, his eye, like, the left one is fine, but the right one, his eye looks like slightly puffy, like that. The eye, not eyelid, like around his eye looks slightly puffy, and you can tell that the fur has been slightly damp as well. So it has been a little bit weepy. Morning, Delta. Another interview down. No weird rock in the lake questions this time. Oh, I hope it went well. She crinkle a bag and the 1A radar is checking if it's worth waking up yet. So, wait. Hang on. You can see... So this eye is good. You're going to stay still for a little bit. This eye is good. He has quite pink... like around his eyes is very pink anyway. So a lot of the time it's difficult to... it's difficult to tell. But yeah, that one is fine. And then this one, you can sort of see just in the very corner here, the fur is like ever so slightly parted, and that just means it has been a little bit weepy, and that's the sort of thing to watch out for. It just looks slightly pinker around his eye as well, so you can just sort of, it does look a little bit inflamed around there at the bottom. So that's what you just have to watch out for with his little peepers. My treat is Nana. I'm gonna get a Friday Nana. A little Friday Nana. I had some banana yesterday and I felt bad keeping it all to myself. But yeah, sometimes a way to... Oh, Gerry boy, you get it all out. You tell those schnuffs. Sometimes the way to check if they do have a problem as well is check the inside of their paws, because often they will have cleaned stuff away. They're like clean stuff away, so their face will actually look fine, but it will have stayed on the inside of their paws. So if you check that, that's often a way to tell as well. I didn't hear any thunder last night. No. I said to my husband about surprise raisins, and he's 100% the same thinking. He once found banana in raisin bran. Oh, I love dried banana in cereal. That's one of my favourite things. It woke you up at... Do you know, actually, thinking about it, I woke up in the middle of the night. So maybe I did hear it and I just didn't realise that's what it was. There's a rogue poo. Who did that? That'll be for Puff. Which one of you? It was one of yours. Oh my gosh, Gerry, I didn't realise you were right behind me. Okay, ignore the fact it's in a bowl. I will hand it to you. Oh, he doesn't mind. There we go. There's broccoli leaves and broccoli trees. Put broccoli on your face there, Fifi. Do you want this? You can have that bit. You can have that bit. Weasel bowl away. There you go. Give her the treats after you saw a rogue poop. Yeah. Nothing will stop the rogue poops. To be fair, I did move some, I was moving a bag that had some of their poops into the kitchen today to throw it away, so that rogue poop might actually be me. I think I probably accidentally dropped it. No, actually, I think I do know what it was. Because I remember stepping forward, feeling something under my sock, and then not feeling it the next time. So I might have actually carried it across on my sock. Either way, there's like a few possibilities that I did the poop. I'm gonna move this off your face. There you go. I think she got it all. Gerry, there's a tiny bit here. Oh, or Fifi. Is that okay, Gerry? Hello, Zambat. How you doing? She's still sniffling around him. Checking his mouth. They look a bit stunned. Checking the bowl. I'm just gonna pick up this rogue bits of broccoli from the carpet. Again, food for Puff. Oh, did some good stretches this morning, so I'm hoping that keeps me pain-free for a while. Morning, Nordic Toast. Why have you given us an empty bowl? Why is it not refreshing? If you could have, here's a free, whatchamacallit. Currently having lower back pain. Oh, back pain is just horrible. It's just so inescapable. It's like one of those things, like if you have like a bad foot or something, you can rest it up, but your back is just so there all the time. So I feel for you there. I'm going to give a free AYA and say, if you could have a bowl of one thing, one food substance that would refresh, what would it be? Like, and the stuff, it would stay fresh. Like, you know, if you kept it in the fridge, or you have a bowl of Cocoa Pops. Sweet and salty popcorn. Brie. Just a big bowl of cheese, vegetable curry. Mac and cheese. I guess wait, where's Fifi gone? Oh, she's there. Okay. Just suddenly thought, what has she done? Where's she gone? No, it has to be an edible thing, a food substance. Because I did think, as soon as I was saying it, I was like, they're just going to say money, aren't they? Can we get Gerry in a bowl so we have unlimited Gerry? Oh. Gladdenstone, thank you very much for the 20 months. How you doing? How's it going? Yogurt-based fruit salad, good for every mealtime. I don't have enough yogurt in my life. I've realised this. There's so many times that I think like, oh, I really fancy just some yogurt. It is very good. Get an edible bowl of truffles and become rich. I wonder if it used to be, is yogurt vegan? Well, in its essence, no. But I get Outpro yogurt, which is vegan and is very yummy. Have a bowl of nachos. The Outpro Greek style yogurt is really nice. It is. It is so nice. You could buy more yogurt. This is true. This is a very solvable problem to have. Do they do big petit filous for grown-ups? Yeah, do they just do filous? Yeah, if the petit filous are for children, can you just get filou? Back when I was veggie, grand filou. Filou massive. When I was just veggie, not vegan, and I was looking after my niece, occasionally if she was having like she would like get bored of a petit filou and I'd just be like, oh, guess I'll finish this. They are so nice. Afro is soya based. Yeah. Hello, Talia. How are you feeling? How are you holding up, lovely? Good morning, Haid. When you feel like a complete filou. Good morning, Ginger. I got distracted when I had food. That sounds about right. That's a big mood. It does help your bones grow stronger as well, as the adverts say. So that is good. But I like using yogurt for making obviously, well, Coronation. Is the sauce just called Coronation? Because obviously I don't have Coronation chicken. But I like making Coronation the soy chunks, which doesn't quite have the same ring to it. How is that castle alive? Oh, it's kept up on a dream and pure hope. Still got COVID, but I managed to lie flat last night without coughing too much. Oh, that's good. There's a kids Outpro that's so yummy. I might have to try that because I do like the Outpro stuff. Well, see, this is the thing. Because I make the Coronation sauce myself, I don't put raisins in it because I have the choice. It is blow high. Blow high and parsley are hiding up in the top of the castle, which is the only reason it's still there because they're being protected from Ffion. I used to live off Outpro vanilla milk. But yeah, I'll put yogurt in that. But yogurt's just a nice thing to just dollop in a lot of things. Just put it in like soup and just curries. Have it on its own. It's a good all-rounder, that yogurt. I feel like it'll take off one of these days. I'm going to put my stocks in yogurt. The new invention. Rub it on chips. Yeah, why not? But yeah, it's good. Great with muesli. Ooh. Fam, thank you so much for gifting us up to Talia. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Put it on froyo. Yep. Yogurt and applesauce, good additions to vegan baking. This is true. Like applesauce. I think applesauce is sometimes used in place of eggs in vegan baking because it does the same thing of like being a binding substance. Apple cider vinegar seems to be one of those things that gets put in every recipe as well that I have never bought. I tend to do that thing of like whenever I'm following a recipe, all of the tabs I'll have open will be like, what's a substitute for this? And this? And this? And I end up with something that's just not the recipe that was there in the first place. Like, it reminds me, I've never been able to find it again. But there was we did the stretchy legs. Hello. There was, a recipe I was following once, and the top comment on it was like, oh, I tried making this, but instead of this, I made this, and instead of like this, I did this. And there were like 5 different things, and then the person who made the recipe just replied saying, what you've made is a different cake. And for some reason, just the pure sassiness of it just made me laugh so much. I don't know if they meant it in a sassy way or if it was just a factual way, but yeah, it made me giggle. I went on a spree of buying all the random vinegars. Oh, well, hang on. What's a vinegar tier list? Would have to be. Hang on, I've been looking for a house for 1 week and already have very violent feelings about estate agents. Oh no. Did it become Rachel's trifle? Oh my gosh. Hello. Comment Bagel, thank you very much for the raid. Hello, welcome everyone. We're talking about vinegar. How are you all doing? What were you up to? Top tier vinegar would have to be balsamic. Balsamic is like just a little bit of balsamic and a little bit of olive oil and dipping bread in it. That is the best vinegar experience you will ever have. Vinegar on chip shop chips. That's got to be a close second. Talia, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Peter. That is very kind of you. Did you not talk about this on Comfort Zone? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. So, for those of you who are new here, this is Gerry. He's a little lion head, as you can tell by his mane that he has going on. He's a very lovely boy. The chaotic bunny you can probably hear but can't see in the background is Ffion. And she's currently she's currently taking down the castle, which doesn't really need any encouragement at this point. Arabo? Am I saying your name right? Thank you very much for the follow. Best vinegar is the 8-year-old bottle in my kitchen that I put on chips but never seems to get close to running out. True. Balsamic vinegar on strawberries. What? I mean, I believe you, but I've never tried it. To be honest though, having like a baked potato and then with a little side salad and just putting a little bit of balsamic on that and letting it sneak into the potato area, that is top tier as well. Balsamic strawberry is great. I will try this. So like as a dip. Oh, there's Fifi. This is Fifi. She was making the noise. Lovely Fifi. The what now? The potato area. You know, sometimes, okay, so I guess this comes down to if you're a person who doesn't like your foods touching, but there are certain foods, so I don't really like, I've always put a bit of balsamic in when I make strawberry ice cream. Oh my gosh. How are you more willing to try balsamic strawberry than you are banana butty? I think it's something to do with things in bread. Like, the idea of just banana all smushing around inside a sandwich, that seems strange. Whereas I can't control the level of smush, but I can control the level of dip that I do on a strawberry into balsamic. But there's like certain foods that I don't particularly like touching. So I'm one of those people who, like, if I'm having chips and beans, I'll make a chip barrier for a lot of the beans, and then so they can't touch certain other things. But there are odd exceptions. One of them is balsamic touching potato. That I'll accept. The other one, weirdly, is peas and ketchup. If a little pea happens to roll into the ketchup, I'll not say no. I would never put ketchup on peas. That would be weird. But banana and pesto. What? See, again, I probably wouldn't say no to that. Peas and ketchup. That pea be dead to me. What if our peas and ketchup touched? Just kidding. Gherkins I don't like in the first place, so I wouldn't go for gherkins and Nutella. What's one of those other strange ones that people say? Is it like apple and peanut butter? I think I know the celery and peanut butter is a thing, but I hate celery. But I've heard apple and peanut butter is a good thing. Apple and peanut butter is a dream. Oh, Gerry. Bless you, my love. Cheese and jam is a thing people do? Oh, I think he's got another snuff coming. You got another snuff? Apple and hazelnuts. Yeah, I can imagine that as well. Gerry? I love buying celery and then leaving it in the fridge and forgetting about it. I will occasionally buy celery if it's particularly leafy, just to give to the bunnies, but ugh. I just really don't like it's just, I know people say that it's really like not a strong taste, but for me it's such a strong taste. I love that you can see where he's really smushed his lying down area into the grass. I think they are due a new grass square. It is spoopy month. You can have a grass scare if you like. But yeah, I think its edibleness is gone now. It's very much just smushed. Thank you to Potato. Thank you very much for the follow. Gerry, get your sniffs out. Go on. This is the second grass square. The first one never recovered. It turns out, so I said to my parents, I was like, I put the other grass square in the garden, but then Mochi peed on it. And they were like, is that a boy dog or a girl dog? And I was like, a girl dog. And they both made this real like, oh. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, well, girl dog pee burns. So you should have chucked water on it after she weed on it. But I didn't know this. So I think Mochi has burnt the grass. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it probably will recover. Yeah, apparently it's super acidic. Mochi wee. So oh, look at you, smushies. So I don't know when it will recover, but I'm just gonna leave it out there. It's in the best place for if it is gonna do anything. I exclusively had girl dogs, and our garden always has long grass where they peed. Huh. Girl dog pee on both Sammy Finnegar. Oh no, that's not going on the tier list. The grass dies wherever Betty pees. Oh. We had a girl dog, and within 3 months again, how we didn't have a lawn anymore. Jeez. So yeah. I didn't realize this was a thing. I did, however, just realize that I had a dream about Mochi last night that I forgot to record, so it's not spoilers for the podcast. But I had a dream that I had to fight Mochi. And before I fought her, I had to fight 2 other like monsters that she could choose. And one of them was a wolf and one of them was a polar bear. And I think because I realized that it was a wolf, it was just a man in a wolf costume, I was like, that's fine, I can fight him. And then it was like a bear in a man costume. And I was, no, wait, a man in a bear costume. So I was like, I can fight him. And then it came to actually fighting Mochi. And I was like, she's always going to win because I'm never going to hurt Mochi. So yeah, I just ran away because I was like, I don't want to fight Mochi. A lorry just went by, is why the bunnies were alert. Would you rather fight a trot-sized Mochi or a Mochi-sized trot? Well, I just feel like if you're fighting a person, then they could have also had, like, you can ask them if they want to fight before you start fighting, whereas you can't really ask that with Mochi. I had a dream my bananas sounded like Chris Rock and wanted to eat my tomatoes. What? We're recording an episode later with Chris Yules, so I have to see what his dreams are about. He messaged me at like 2 a.m, being like, I've just had the weirdest dream. And I was like, do you want to come on the podcast? And he was like, okay. So I get to find out what that was about. Bless him. He dreams of breakfast games. True. It's just one of those things that sometimes I think you wake up from a dream and you think it was really strange. And then when you actually recall it, you're like, oh, hang on, no, I was just doing everyday stuff. It just felt really odd. But we shall see. We shall see. My windows are being cleaned, but my curtains are still closed, so I can just see their shadow through the curtains moving around. I remember back when I was at my parents' house, because they have a window cleaner. A lovely fella comes around and does it. But I would always have to I'd just feel strange if I stayed in one place, so I'd have to sneak around the house hiding. Hiding from where everyone's just like listening out for the ladder, like, oh, quick. Sneak off. Imagine if there's a conspiracy of guests making and sharing up made up stories to bring to the Dream podcast. I hope not. But if it was, I would blame Silas for instigating it immediately. Well, I guess it is time for me to head off. Go get some breakfast and get ready for afternoon stream. Which I will be carrying on the Rabbids XCOM, which is not what it's actually called. No, well. But yeah, hopefully I can get through that big tiger fight that I started off the other day. Rob, you can do raids, can't you? Question mark? Or is Rob at work? I don't know if he can actually. I don't think he has today off. I don't remember if you can. Oh no, wait, Arnhole, you can. Any Arnholes? Wait, you can. Did I finally give you editor? Cosmic, you do it then. I've lost track of who wanted editor and who was too busy. Don't forget to do your Dota fantasy picks. True. Should we go to Doodle? Because it's been a while since we've been able to read. You gave it to me a while ago. I didn't have a choice. Well, that sounds about right. Oh my gosh, now I've got all three of you. Whoever does the raid first. Let's go to Doodle Jewel and see what I'm guessing will be art. Oh, Gerry, big sniffs. I had to put a customer on hold. Oh no. What did you say to them? I must go. The bunnies need me. No, it's okay, Anhu. You go back and do your job. That's fine. Get back to work. Well, do a raid. No, Cosmic, you can do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're raiding Doodle. My Twitch mobile connection is garbage, so not me. This is becoming like one of those jokes. Like how many mods does it take to do a raid? You pickles. Okay, Rob can't do it. Arnhu's gone back. Cosmic, this is your time to shine. You've got this. I think Gerry's forgotten to fall back to sleep. I think he's just leaning on Fifi at this point. So the handle is, there you go, what Maxwell said. I can't actually tell if you've started the raid or not. So this is a trust-based exercise. There he goes. Nice. Well, everyone, have a very lovely day. I'll be back in a couple of hours to try and beat that tiger boss on Rabbids. Fingies crossed. So, I know how to rate. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Werewing. Thank you. So yeah, I'll be back in a wee bit. Not on the main channel, which is tomorrow, despite my earlier scare. It's a pity that I've got it today because they asked me to do Dota again and I had to be like, no, I can't do today. But I always worry that people think I'm making excuses to get out of things. So I was like, I do want to do it another time. Please keep asking me. Morning, Fruitles. But yeah, everyone, take care of yourselves. Be good. Thank you to everyone who came in on the raid as well. Thank you again to Bagel. And yeah, send lots of love to Doodle. I shall speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. I can't see the raid timer, so I don't know if it's still here. Do. You can just... Oh, there we go. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. We gone now. Nice. Thank you. Bye-bye. A boop.